Hi, welcome to another episode of Phil Cooks. I've been at work today. I got home and I thought, the sun's shining, birds are tweeting, it's a nice day. What do I want to have for my dinner? I thought, I know, I want a curry. So that leads me to today's Phil Cooks. Phil Cooks curry. A curry, I hear you say? That's mad. Is it though? We'll find out. Here's today's ingredients. A couple of really nice soft breasts of chicken. Some mushrooms. A red onion. Well, I've chosen a red one, but you could probably have a normal white onion. A red pepper. I like it quite sweet. Green, yellow and orange are also available. And some Madras sauce. And all that will sit on a nice layer of rice. Other supermarkets are also available. And what good is food without any utensils? So here's some equipment that you'll need. A frying pan, a saucepan, a sharp knife, something to stir with. So, how are we going to start? I like to start with an onion. I'm going to chop it up. Use one of my knives. You can see, nice and sharp. When I'm chopping an onion, it's important to use a sharp knife. It'll be there a while if you don't. I'm often reminded when I talk about sharp objects about the scene in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, the one with Kevin Costner. The Sheriff of Nottingham, played by rather talented Alan Rickman, is very upset with Robin of Locksley. That's Robin Hood, for those of you who haven't seen it. And at one point he says, "I will cut your heart out with a blunt spoon." And I often think, a blunt spoon? And someone questions a blunt spoon, and the Sheriff of Nottingham's response is, because it would hurt more. I'm always reminded of that. Fuck off. I've now cut my onions up. Look at that. Let's go over to the pan. What we're going to do is pour the onions in. Listen to them sizzling. It's important to stir your onions. You don't want them to catch on the bottom. They can burn. Who wants that horrible burnt taste in their food? This is burnt sausages from barbecue. Like that. Who doesn't want a burnt sausage? Next, I'm going to start cutting up my chicken. It is important to get raw chicken. That way you can do more with it, you know, how you want it. The sizes, how you cut them up, are entirely up to you. I'd probably say, I like a medium size. I don't like to have a mouthful of chicken at any one go, you know, an ample amount, because you've got to remember, what else are we putting in it? It's not as if we're just having chicken. You know, you'll have some sauce. We've got a few, you know, some peppers. We've got some mushrooms to add. We don't need big pieces. And of course, the bigger the pieces of the chicken, a little bit longer they take to cook. Which of course is not a problem. But we're in no rush. So it's not an issue for me at all. But if you're one of those people who wants their food now, wants their food fast, you might want to rethink this whole process. The other thing to make sure you do, now I've already done it, I apologise for not showing it to you, is just wash the chicken. Give it a quick wash. Give it a quick clean. Nobody wants a dirty bird in their mouth. Now we're just going to add the chicken. So those of you who've seen the piri piri chicken video will be aware how important it is to make sure your chicken's cooked. Remember, if it's white, it's all right. Just stirring my chicken and my onions here. Just keeping it nice and fresh. Next, I'm going to put in some pepper. I like my bits of pepper cut up really small. I think you call it dicing. Dicing your pepper? Maybe. I'm dicing my pepper. I quite like it. My chicken's sizzling. My onions are cooking. I'm just here. Cut my pepper. No, is it a fruit? I suppose pepper is a fruit because it's got seeds. I believe, by definition, that is what constitutes as a fruit if it had seeds. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. I don't know. Don't try and tell me that so far that doesn't look devilishly delicious. Again, like with the peppers, I like my mushrooms cut up thin, but I also like to have them with their shape. Thin and shapely. Came to the conclusion the other day. That's maybe how I like my women. Thin and shapely. And now I'm just going to add the mushrooms. There we have it. Now I'm just going to add the sauce. Let's add the sauce. Let's stir it in. Some of you will say, Phil, you're cheating. You're not making the sauce yourself. You're using Lloyd's. Well, if you're one of those people, I have a message just for you. Fuck off! No one cares! There it is. There's my curry base. That's just going to simmer now for a while. I'm just going to let that cook nice and slow. Really let the juices be absorbed into the meat. Looking forward to it. But until then, while that's doing, I can start on my rice. I'm not too fond of repeating myself, so I'm not going to show you again how to boil rice. If you want to know, please see one of my previous videos. You don't need to know, again, how to boil water, how to boil rice, so you can eat it. But I do have a little bit of advice for you, which brings you to my tip of the day. And here's my tip of the day. Are you ever left frustrated by cooking too much rice? Are you angered when you haven't done enough rice? Here's my advice for your rice. You want roughly about 1 cup per person. You'll find that's an ample amount. Here, see how much I've done for myself. Look, here's my cup of rice. That'll be fine for me. So remember my little motto. 1 cup of rice will do just nice. While my curry's cooking and my rice is boiling, I'm going to go and have myself a little starter. Just chill out for a little bit. Watch a bit of TV. What's my starter, you ask? Well, it's corn. That's good. My rice is cooking nicely. Let's see how it's getting on. Couple of bits of rice. That's still quite hard. That probably wants another 5 minutes. My rice is done. I'm just going to drain it. Just getting all the excess water off. Don't tell me that doesn't look delicious. And there it is. There's my dinner, my chicken curry. Very much looking forward to it. It looks lush. Yeah. That was nice. I really enjoyed that. It was quite hot actually. Madras. A little bit hot for me, but I did enjoy it. I had a runny nose. It's only just stopped. But I guess that's just the spice of it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have. If you have, please hit subscribe and follow. Follow me on Twitter at PhilAldino. If you've got any messages, feel free to drop me a call. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I hope to see you soon. And until then, message me.